Peace. What's good, guys? How's it going? Let's talk about and discuss Impact Wrestling's Slammiversary for June the 19th, 2022. Impact Wrestling's version of SummerSlam. So, this show was heavily nostalgia based for this pay per view. It was okay. There were some pretty okay moments that happened. But overall, it was an alright show. It was alright. Wasn't good, wasn't bad. It was just alright at best. So let's go with the pre-show. Rich Swann, he retained the Digital Media Championship by defeating Brian Myers via the Phoenix Splash. Then we had the Reverse Battle Royal. Shark Boy wins, so Shell yeah. It sucks that Chris Bay lost, as well as Pagender. So yeah, it sucks. So there's that. So on to the main card. We had a lot of gimmick matches. A lot. Like way too many. So we kicked the show off with the Ultimate X match for the X Division Championship, featuring Ace Austin, Alex Zane, Kenny King, Mike Bailey, Trey Miguel, and Andrew Everett, who was a replacement for Jack Evans, who injured himself doing, I think, a 630 splash at some indie event, I believe. I think it was GCW. I think it was a GCW event that happened. I believe so. I don't fucking know. But anyway, Mike Bailey basically wins. Who really cares? I gave that a 2 out of 5. Like, who gives a fuck about Mike Bailey? Mike Bailey's boring and bland. Like, Ace Austin should have never lost the championship. I felt like his reign was just beginning. His third reign was just beginning. And the problem with Impact, and I'll say this, that they do too many damn bait and switches. Like, enough. Like, there was no need for Ace Austin to lose. Mike Bailey is boring as fuck. Like, for real, he's boring as fuck. Has no character. He can barely talk. All he does is kicks and flips. Like, they could have gave it to Miguel, or they could have gave it to Kenny King, or just let Ace Austin retain. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, what are they gonna do? I mean, Ace Austin's a member of Bullet Club. He's just now finding his stride now, but I don't know. It is what it is. Moving on, we had a video package from Sting thanking Impact. He talked about how cool it was to be Joker Sting, and how when he first came to Impact, TNA, it was basically just a one-off, and then it turned into more one-offs, and then, he reinvented himself from there and went on to become Joker Sting. So that was cool. Then we had Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie versus The Influence for the Knockouts Tag Team Championships. Rosemary wins via the Rosemary with the little DDT. And, I'm kind of tired of Rosemary. Rosemary has not reinvented herself. She's been there for, I want to say, about 7 to 8 years. I want to say she's been there since 2013. And she's not going anywhere. She's just there just to be there. I get a lot of Impact hardcores like her. I do like her to an extent, but damn, enough's enough. She needs to reinvent herself. Taya Valkyrie right now is doing some great things. She just won the AAA Reign of the Reigners Championship, as well as the MLW Women's Championship, aka the Featherweight Championship. Like, why the fuck would you call it that? Like, come on now. Like, seriously? It's crazy. We're not playing on WWE 2K18 or 2K20 or 2K22. So, what are we doing? But this is interesting. But it seems like the influence was just starting to get strides. I feel like there aren't any tag teams, legit knockouts tag teams outside the influence since the inspiration left, aka the Iconics left. So I mean, I get what they're doing. Maybe they can do something with the tag titles, but um, you know, it's kind of cool that they play off their history. That being Rosemary and Ty Valkyrie. Moving on, Sammy Callahan versus Moose Monsters Ball, and they went with the gimmick that they did last time with PCO and Jonah, where neither competitor had food for 24 hours and water. So that was pretty cool. And then Moose, he started drinking some water and eating some chips in his match with Sammy Callahan. Typical Sammy Callahan match, a lot of blood, baseball bats. These two beat the hell out of one another. In the end, Sammy hits Moose with a barbed wire bat, and he's able to hit the cactus pile driver for the 3. It took 3 of those to put Moose down. I think Moose deserves a little bit better. I gave it a 3 out of 5. Next, we had the Good Brothers. Well, wait, let me go back to Moose. The Moose and Sammy Callahan match. I think what they're going to do with Moose is they're probably going to write him off television. And I think this is the way to do it. So I don't think we'll see Moose for a while. This match was proof of that. Moving on, we had the Good Brothers versus the Briscoes for the Impact World Tag Team Championships. The Good Brothers, they win via the Magic Killer. So the Briscoes have kind of toned down from what they once were in Ring of Honor, which I'm fine with. They're more cool, calm, and collected, and congrats to Mark Briscoe. He had his 7th child, last week. I'm like, damn, dude is putting out some kids. Shit. But, like I said before, it feels like they just switched these titles just to switch them. And I think this is kind of why it's so hard for people to kind of get into Impact. Not just because Anthem isn't doing anything with the promotion, but they do too many championship changes, way too many. It's just like the Briscoes just got there. They only had the straps for, I want to say, about a little over a month, if that. And then you give them right back to the Good Brothers. But aren't the Good Brothers supposed to be leaving and going to New Japan, I believe? So I don't know what they're doing. I mean, Impact has no tag division. It's almost like in a WWE in that same regard. They have no tag division, for real. Then we had a video package by Kurt Angle. And Kurt Angle, in my opinion, is forever a TNA guy, through and through. He had a really good WWE career early on, but man, he made himself with TNA. He really established himself. WWE got him there, but dude, TNA, that was just Angle's golden years, being in TNA. Next, we had Honor No More versus Team Impact, featuring the Motor City Machine Guns, Frankie Kazarian, and Nick Aldis. So Dixie Carter, she came out. She announced. She thanked the crowd. She said it was surreal that they had been here for 20 years. And she announced the 5th and final competitor of Team Impact to be Davey Richards. And it's just like, so it's a bunch of shenanigans, a bunch of shit happens. Basically, Team Impact wins. I get that 3 out of 5. So I'm guessing Honor No More is completely officially done. Then we had the Queen of the Mountain match. Oh, I forgot to mention that Scott D'Amore, he was on commentary. He was playing the Team Canada gimmick. I also forgot to mention that we had a very awesome and amazing heartfelt video package for Mike Tenay and Don West. And man, that was powerful. It was great. I loved it. It was absolutely amazing, man, because Mike Tenay and Don West were like the King and JR of TNA. It's just amazing what that duo was to accomplish. My heart and prayers go out to Don West. Wow. But it was a really good video package. Really good. A really good one. So I am guessing that Honor No More basically is done. I don't know what they're going to do Honor No More. I really don't. I think they are officially done. And I think Dixie, I think she's just the majority. No, she's just the minority owner within the company. But Anthem, man, they've got to do better with Impact. They've got to do better, man. Then we had Deonna Purrazzo versus Jordan Grace versus Chelsea Green versus Mia Yim versus Tasha Steelz in the Queen of the Mountain match for the Knockouts World Championship. Jordan Grace wins. Pretty much everybody pinned Tasha Steelz. She was submitting and getting pinned like crazy. So Jordan Grace wins. I get it at 2 out of 5. I'm guessing that they're going to do something with Jordan Grace and Masha Slamovich, possibly. I'm hoping. In the main event, Josh Alexander versus Eric Young for the Impact World Championship. This was just basically a tribute to Impact. We saw, TNA. We saw angle slams, ankle locks, black hole slams. I think we saw the Rude Bomb. Alexander put Joe Doring through a table via the angle slam. In the end, Alexander was able to retain via the Spike Pile Driver, the C4 Spike Pile Driver, and I gave that 2 out of 5. So, it was an okay pay-per-view, but could have been better, could have been better. But we had too many gimmick matches, and I think as we head into Bound for Glory in October, Impact really needs to kind of find themselves. They really do. I forgot to mention that American Me, America's Most Wanted, they came out featuring James Storm and Chris Harris. That was awesome. So they toast a beer with the Good Brothers and the Briscoes. So I forgot to mention that. But, it was a pretty good, okay, almost 3 hours. So, yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button, comment down below. Subscribe to my videos. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
To the